4, 3, 2, 0. We're trying to jump up live, jump up live. We must be on time. 8:15. Good evening, good afternoon. Thursday, September the 25th, 2025. 25. Okay. Anyways, we're going to dive in. I haven't trained myself yet for no long introduction. I walked into this subject matter by accident. The YSL trial was at its height. And because I'm a curious person when it comes down to jurisprudence, law, natural law, person, natural person, those things are unique to me. Anyways, that's enough about myself. You see her there on the screen. Our favorite girl, that doggone Sonya. Anyway, we're going to dive through this. We have any room, we have any visitors, feel free to put whatever you want to in the chat, all of this along with the guidelines of YouTube. Can't offend me. I'm not Sylvia. I'm not any of the block masters. Let me put it that way. With that blocking. Especially if a person just asks a question. Even if it's me, even if I'm on the hot seat. I say I'm a man. I say I'm grown. I'm 53. I should be able to stand on it. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to phone calls from prison. I think the lady's name is Shay. I think she's married, have a hubby. Provided us this material in a way that those of us that are skilled enough, been around long enough, can perhaps change the trajectory of someone's thinking in case they decide they want to jump in something like this. And the good thing about it is, and I do mean the good thing, we get a chance to really catch this thing because it's still going on. Started in July 7th, 2022. Nesto, Ernest Nesto Williams, husband of Shirley Strawberry, of the Steve Harvey. I don't care for Steve. That's another subject matter. And the Shirley Strawberry and her laugh. And I love to hear that lady laugh. I'll turn that show on every once in a blue moon just to catch Shirley Strawberry and a full chuckle. Sweet lady. Sweet lady. And then hear this thing come along. Straight done rip Ernest Nesto's life. Ernest and Shirley Strawberry had a marriage. And it sounds like to me they had a marriage with some understanding to a degree. I do not understand for the life of even with Ernest being married to her at that time, 8, 9 years or so, that he didn't have this woman down smart. Like my wife's smart, academically inclined to the utmost. My man, and there, look, look, look. This thing is called life. Things happen, things fall apart. But there's a few guidelines, even in those situations, that one must follow. If you go inside of the Book of Wonder, Book of Wonder is a book that I wrote, even though I haven't written it yet. It still applies. It's the Book of Wonder. And in the Book of Wonder, under the marriage section, if hubby get a hair up under him and he decides he's going to step out and come acquainted with another woman. Somebody in the background hollering. Keep this thing lined up right. In the Book of Wonder, under the marriage section, hubby decides he wants to step out. Rule number 1, your side woman, chick, chill pet, whatever you want to call it, cannot, has no right whatsoever under the sun to pronounce your wife's name. You shouldn't even know your wife. Pronounce the title wife or the wife or the DA wife, her, she, your old lady, old girl at home. Wife. None of that can come out of her mouth. You must be out your everlasting mind, boy. I'm call you a boy. That's an absolutely no-no. Tell you something else too. In the Book of Wonder, under the marriage section. In the fact that you come hemmed up, mother, what you tell the side chick. You've been with your wife over 5, 6 years. You pull up a chair. Keep it 100 with her. Let her know you done effed up. She a woman. She'll analyze it right through her computer system. And I'm going to be realistic. I hear all types of women talking about what they will not put up with. If it was me, I wouldn't all that carrying on and whatnot. You don't know. You don't know. Or maybe you do know. You got to give it a real good thought. You're going to let a little F up, turn around and F up 20, 30 years, and screaming, well, it was him. Well, Remember, 102 says, if he comes to you and pull up a chair and want to let you know he done effed up, you have to kind of like at least listen. This boy here, Nesto, this boy done took all that energy, flipped it around, did a double dutch, and he's treating and talking and handling the side chick like that's white. And we already went through a few videos of them calling Sister Shirley out her name. They running game on the lawyer. Nesto running game on Sonya. She running game on him. They both trying to run the game on the lawyer. Lawyer done got him some. He done peep game, got him some, and gave Sonya nothing in exchange. Nesto sent her out on a mission. And I am. Hold on one second. Doggone it. When I say I am, understand. No, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. This is what I want right here. Yeah. I'm like him. Yeah. I'll show you. I got pen and paper. I take notes. You know what I mean? I take notes. I think the more I do this, the better I'm gonna get at it. This is bus stop talk. At the train station. This where you just pull up, you just talking to someone about life in general. And instead, this boy here done double dutched on his wife. It is. Why that is, I just do not know. But this is what he double dutched for. The one on the right, the short one. And we're going to get into a little subject matter here in just a second. So the background of this is, and we're going to use this picture here. Sonya's trying to get information over to this woman, this attorney, to help deal and dabble in Nesto's case. Now, you have to keep in mind, Sonya has her own investigation going on. It's like a mind trick or something. Sonya wants to use these attorneys with permission from Nesto that she's the coach and her job is to keep the team together and moving in one direction for one solid goal, and that's to free Nesto. We'll jump into the call here. And again, shout out to Shay, phone calls from prison for providing and setting this thing up in a way where we can operate with it. If you're a surgeon, we're going to dive in. We're going to bring this around to the title because she is going to cross-examine that Nesto you shake and rattle. But before she does that, we need to get the set up. Alright? So, as you see over here, y'all have to leave me a message or leave me, words if you want to be like, I want to know what the call was 8 hours earlier. And if we may cover that. It's not no real gold or oil in that. Not for real, for real. Maybe a little silver, a little copper, right? But this side right here, we're going to operate. So let's dive in, see what we come up with.
Just said aloud. If you don't call me, my best friend will do it. No, I actually took it down after I texted her because I sent you a picture of her information so that you have her information just in case I fall off the face of the earth. So,
Okay. She done did her homework. She done got him up something, jotted it down, sent it over to her, about her. Right now, she's hot on the trail of the young lady. Here's the weird part. The young lady that was given to Nesto to help her out, get her on her feet, teach her about life. This is Dad now. Dad is saying, here, allegedly, take my daughter and 100,000 and turn her into something. Okay? And Nesto like, say less. So the her that they're mentioning right now is this, because Sonya do not like that. Anything referencing to, and if I heard them correctly, at that particular time when this supposed to have happened, the girl was 19. Sonya feeling some type of way. She feeling some type of way. What, I ran up in this 19-year-old girl and she's sitting up there trying to get him in trouble because she didn't know where he was at. Oh, come on here, man, I'm gonna let her tell you.
so you have it, but I sent you her. You have her number, her cell number, her office address. All those numbers you gave me, she's not a part of that. That's not what she did. But yeah, she's like this. So all of those 612 numbers you gave me are all not what she said. She got Shepherd, right? Well, it's part of the December, so, but it's not Shepherd. And she said she was working. She wants to know if there's anything different, but she wants to see what's the second one to say tomorrow. So, she texted me. Somehow she texted me.
Okay, she texted, not the girl.
Yeah. So that's basically what outside of the warrant
Her.
already talking about. But I put some pointers so she could figure it. They asked the question, just saying. So I put pointers because right now it's just a he say she say with no type of evidence. No video, no pictures, no immediate police reports, no bruising, no she hit me. So it's like other than somebody coming in there saying 2, 3, 4 years later, oh yeah, by the way, 4 years ago, by the time I'm still around. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
She on Law and Order. Listen to this explanation now of her understanding. And she a woman. I don't care if she do feel like she'll do. She feel like a dude. She walk and stroll and strut like a dude. You know, doggone well. You 40 years or older, you already know what it is. Next thing you know, she'll been jumped up talking about something. Yeah, I went out there and blanked the dude. And she ain't got nothing to blank the dude with. Oh, stop it. Gotta be messing up the game. So one of them sisters ain't got on your anyway. Let me go.
And I'm telling her, you know, the thing of it is what y'all got on the book. Like, this is society, right? It's not video. It's not fun.
Well, not sometimes, yeah, but I don't know what I hear is it can go both ways. I don't know.
So looking at, if you look at the warranty timeline, all of those females that
And Nesto really needs to speak up for himself a little bit. He be all, man, you talking about you King Kong woman. You aim high. I do be wondering, you know, I ain't gonna go there, but anyway, go ahead.
that made their statement, and I guess it was the same situation. I'm not as dumb as they are, but I think it's because how you spell out the situation, meaning on the phone talking one day, and then you're not accepting the calls, you're not, you know what I'm saying? So they're thinking
That's what's going on.
So they thinking you dipped on their ass.
Now look, I'm 53. Make a long story short, my parents died long time ago. It put me in a position where very early on, after their death, they died 11 months apart, my mom and my stepdad. My biological father just passed away at 22. Anyway, I've had my own crib for years. I lived as a bachelor for years. I don't know how I would have carried myself if the best they could come up with is the girl's in love or something to that effect. And these women are in love and they can't find you. They don't know where you at. You're not answering your phone. You're really locked up. Because remember, do a quick background. Anytime we're talking about, not just me, any of the people, any of the vloggers, bloggers, podcasters, whatever the proper term is, anybody that's reviewing this, studying this, which, you know what? Which reminds me, let's do this right here before we go. That copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Balance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Okay? I'm pulling me out a few of them. I'm researching this thing. I'm doing a little reporting on it. I'm definitely going to teach from it. I'm going to teach from it. Use this thing to teach from. You understand? All right, now that we got that back out the way, let's get back to this. Remember, the CP charges, the R charges, drop, picked up, indicted. All of that kind of came later. Nesto's, when he goes to jail on July the 7th, 2022, I kid you not, that's on some fraud-like type of behavior. credit repairing, fake breaking, cat. You know that old saying, stealing from Peter to pay Paul. Which brings me back to this, and I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but man, I guess it wouldn't bother me as bad if I wasn't grown, married, been with the same woman 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that had to hurt when that woman came out that beauty parlor. When I say that woman, I'm talking about Shirley Strawberry, Mother Berry. Mother Strawberry come out to get in her G-Wagon, and the police surround her, and they tell her, in short, we not want you, we want this G-Wagon. And I know she's like, this my truck. We got to have this. But you want us to give you a ride home? I got a sneaky suspicion. Sonya would have said, yes, please give me a ride home. Shirley Strawberry stood 10 toes down. Hell no, I don't want no ride home. I'll get one of my friends. I'm like, no. I commend that woman for that. Now that's gangster. Nesto. Anyway, this whole theory of these girls or this girl or these girls are mad at him because they can't get in contact with him anytime after July the 7th, 2022, because he's in jail for some fraud-like cases, as I've already explained. This other stuff comes later in the chapter, okay? It comes later in the book, but it came.
So now they mad, and so now they, you know what I'm saying, retaliate, like, oh, fuck him, he can't call me no more, he can't answer my calls no more, he just gonna play you like that. Yeah, so that's what my sister was saying, well, he just da-da-da-da-da, right? Because you're not married, just that other, and I was like, nah.
How would your sister even have the information? How's she even in your business? How's she in that? Still don't play that now. He don't like that. But go ahead.
No, no, he's either in jail or in the hospital or dead. I said it's one of the three. I said, no.
You show me the.
Right, I was right. No, I said no. Usually just, so I
Pay attention to the tone. Cause we're gonna turn up in a minute now. Pay attention to the tone.
would say, so I said that to her. I said, because this is here. They went in there angry. You know what I'm saying? So she's not knowing, oh, you don't need jail. Oh, damn, for real. But at the same time, too, so it's still alive. I'm graduating alive. If he gets text messages, it's going to tell you the nature of the relationship, the conversation, and everything. So we're going to say, okay, this is what you're trying to say. So you do the conversation. You know, you come over nice, you know, I'll come and pick you up. That's personal. That's not somebody down on trying to say, oh, damn, oh, it was cooking. You know what I'm saying? You took it in there. You took it in something. You feel a person on regular, something on regular, and you feel different things. You took stuff.
Yeah, but the vast majority of married men and married women, all of that layout you just gave us, they will not call that just kicking it. Just no. Ma'am, that's called cheating. Is that right? That's right. Cheating. You better made a wife push her that doggone husband wig back. Or then I made that husband don't touch her. But when she see him push up that refrigerator and send that bitch out the living room window, she'll know that's cheating, not kicking it. You silly rat. Oh.
So, that's like,
He don't have good luck for that judge. He didn't go to court tomorrow. And he's beating with his pre-attorney. You know, she been in law 35 plus 10 years. Yeah. Subtract 10. No. Make 10 positive with a negative 35 equals X. Let the babies work on that. See what they come up with.
you didn't go in and did it on the other one. You wanted to go on the other section.
And look, I don't want, I mean, don't get mad at this question I'm about to put out. But I just want to keep it 100 as I come into this thing. And leave a mess, leave me something. You come by this, and you done hung out this far, and you're somewhat familiar with this story, be honest with your brother. Dude, that woman remotely sounds like she's been in law 35 plus 10 minus 35 years. Do she? I'm talking about just in her regular conversation. Do she sound anything like a... She don't even have the Law and Order part that came on television down pat. My goodness.
No one knows this old what's trying to pop up. You know, like you said, if you don't have a pop up.
Just real quick, jump in. Remember, he has a bunch of things going on here. He got like one, two, well, let's go. He has a bunch of charges. You go catch up with one of the sisters, Mother Nyla, Eleanor, Wisdom's daughter. The other sister that not too long just had a birthday. I'm too scared trying to remember her name. Come out my mouth. But anyway, you know, they have all the charges and all of that. Look, I have a real job. I have to go to everything. But I'm in a position where I can keep up. I just don't remember how many charges we had. I'm talking about somewhere around the 15, 16, right? So when you hear her saying, I wonder if the other lawyer is going to peep in on your case that you're going in front of the judge tomorrow, I wonder is he going to come in and be nosy? All right, scratch that then. See, when you make a boo-boo, you got to clean it up. On the fly, don't let it go by. I was wrong. She's wondering if the prosecutor from the other charges are going to peep in on these CPR charges. As if them people ain't talking in the office themselves. But anyhow, back on it. Hello? What you doing? What you... Cat. Listen, you know, hey, what she got going through her head, she got access to stuff you don't have access to. Even though it's all about you, Nesto. She daydreaming and picturing in her head of that young girl and you, sir. I just told you. Okay, then, keep up. She not texting. I don't know. You don't know. The listener ears don't know. But she did tell you. She's thinking. You be trying frames like my dog on computer system be trying to do sometimes. But at least you caught back up. You want to know what she thinking. Got it. Let's go back and look at her. There she is.
And I'll tell her that you want to give her some milk. I'll take it. You can't go get it from me. You can't bring paper. You can't bring paper to court.
See, it has the Law and Order jump though. Like he's gonna walk in with a briefcase and paper and pen and sit down and, you know, pass her stuff back and forth. Like in the middle of the trial, and he done heard one of the witnesses say something he don't agree with, or he know it's false. Slide the note over to the attorney. Hey, listen, ask her this. Is what he does.
Okay, so if there's anything you need me to tell her, then you text it to me. Okay. All right, that's fine. No, I'm just saying as far as questions that she needs to ask. It's just, you know what I'm saying, that you think she may forget Because you talk to her and you say, you kind of, that's much what you're saying.
What?
Well, I did tell her that they made her look at what, the father gave you some money and if they would be mad about this money. And I think that's the whole root behind saying that is just a retaliation. I get that. Because for some reason, that's a go-to for black people when they get mad at you. Like I've seen it. There's so many cases where women want money and they get told no, they want to call. Or they'll fuck somebody and then they'll fuck them again and they'll say, okay, cool, you have to pay for the money now and do it with the money. I said,
What is she? Hey, listen. I know the women not ever letting her be the spokesman for a woman. That's how they do it. They go hunch a few times and then ask for some money. I mean, it's gracious of life. How that? You never heard them old folks explain it in a way of, if you give him the milk, he'll never buy the cow? Something to that effect. This is the woman spokesman. This is the spokesman now.
About that. And so she's tripping. But she's tripping on the low until out loud got her money and then she get mad because you tell her no, that's when she want to go run and touch her. Oh, bad, okay, I got you. And she goes, because she don't have no business to me. She said, see what I'm saying? She was in it for the money for the girl. That's what I'm talking about. Brother, it's not good to fuck around with women that's just out the top. The other one, that you don't give them what they want. And they first want to call police around so they can take the money.
Can I have some money? Baby, I ain't got no money right now. I'm gonna go call the police. Is that how that goes? I've never even seen that on the movie. That's all. Okay, I'll let somebody else check that.
What you got? And so that's why I thought you could use whatever I asked for. Me like that, you just can't assume. So he busted like they want to do somebody. That's the dumb thing. But he bars. But they mindset. He's moving. But she's moving. Yeah, I'm not in hospital. You see what I'm going on?
Right. Yeah, what she's saying. I don't watch the news. I be on Instagram. Your Instagram. And looking and lurking. Uh-huh.
I know about what you do.
Wait. Say. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Let me peel back just a little bit. Just a tad. What happened with Judge Hatchet now?
Money for the job. I'm talking about brother. It's not good to fuck around with women that just talk to the cops. They're the ones that you don't give them what they want. They're the first ones to call the police around because they just think the money. Don't get shit out of you. They just want what you got. And they feel like, well, I thought people using my back. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's good for about somebody. You know that everybody in the head down. You just understand. So he's bugging somebody. They want to do somebody. That's the dumb thing. But he bugs. But they mindset. He's moving. But he's moving. And family members move to them. You see what's going on? I'm down. I don't know what you do. Mm-hmm. Well, everything varies. It depends on the judge. It depends on what's on the skin. It depends on everything varies. It's not like this is just a set situation where this is the guideline, and that's what it needs to be. The new law should be just a guideline where nobody can. If you do this, it's good. Because your color, your family, or this or that. You have a sexual history, and they add a little more to it because that's different. Well, you don't get the robbery, you rob people. You got everything. It's the same crime, but it's different shit. You know.
I've been in law 35 years. It's what? What does that mean? What does that say to you? How shall that be handled? 35 years ago. Huh?
Anything with all your situation right now, so we got shot, we go like parents,
Rico.
open it, and you know, and all your situations, you allow yourself for that shit, which, this is where I wrapped it up, and so,
Here we go. Here we go.
Georgia, you have to have a tag or a property bond if you are a convicted felon. Chic.
All right. That she's talking about right now, she does switched up a little bit. The 19-year-old girl who father gave Nesto $100,000 and said, yo, help my daughter become a woman. Help her get on her feet or whatever. I don't, craziest thing and whatnot. Now she's talking about Erica. There's a few things she don't understand. And she finna reach this title I have up there. She finna fraud this exam. And she is the side chick. She finna get ready to fraud this exam. Watch this.
She is a convicted felon. You're told that. Why she not? I want to tag for property bond.
That's the first question.
That's got a long.
Nesto will not and do not talk to ants. It's almost like they have an oath or something as far as he's concerned. My man ain't finna say nothing on Erica. He just said, yeah, what he said?
Well, and she got the current one. But she got on her face. That don't make sense. So probably trying to use it to go to court else because it's not one of them. She can't touch the one that wants to.
I'm not laughing. Actually, it's pretty effed up. However, let me say it again, that's effed up. Shout out to phone calls. But if I be completely honest with myself and put myself in issues, we're on the subject of his co-defendant, Eric King, and he wants her to check the obituary section, or check the public record because she may be dead. That's wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking. That ain't no love lost for Erica, for real. I don't think so. It was wishful thinking. And Erica been rolling 20, 22, something, 20 years. That's the queen of the South. Alright, check that. No sound. All right. Let's go.
So she said like that, she did look like shit in my face.
Yeah, but you never know what the fuck happened.
I'll look under all her names on the obituary.
You never know what the
Who know her that will go to her house.
You switch that subject. Quick.
Really? Well, you shouldn't have charged me down, but they get $1,000 on mine. Like, yeah, that's down how much shit I didn't get mine. I was told you couldn't. You can get mine. Yeah, 18 coverage. Oh, they trying to say that he might
The cost of doing business. What you talking about, what? That's your girl, Erica Queen of the South. She shot me that stove. But she told her, you know what my boy called. Let me check onto this.
be disqualified for pregnancy. You got them. And the fact is, you can't really get them because you can't hurt a person for that condition. You can't really, legally, But if that happens, if they disqualify him for ownership, for his presidency, I'm like, okay, glad than not.
I just don't think they know what to do because he has to actually put the shit into the center, take some spiritual to the center. Now, he does have like, I think,
Sometimes for the white niggas, though. One, white niggas,
well, I don't know about that. I have no handle on that. I'm fucked up.
And she laughing at him. She told that boy a long time ago she really don't care. And she laughing at him. My boy crying his heart out. How effed up he is. He don't know what's going on. He don't know where Eric at. They gonna check the obituary, the morgue. They looking for her there. Alright, I ain't say less.
I don't know if for nothing. So now, there's a bit less now. It's about 30. But that's not a fun thing to do. That we can.
They don't think it like everybody works the same. So every person in the office works different. Some of your relationship, some is.
Okay, well, that's what.
So don't take it across the board like that. Because you got a pay attorney. I swear to God, he got a fuck seven.
He does.
So shit, he works. He works in them all. So like at this point, he's don't give a fuck. That's the problem. As long as you got a person that cares, that's when you know about people. And she was like, that should be have to care. When you deal with medicine, law, anything that deals with a person's livelihood or health, freedom, you have to genuinely care about people. You can't not get deducted, go to distraction, go into where you don't have to give a fuck about. You know, just go and do something.
Why you didn't care about Shirley? Why you didn't care about Shirley and her family? That's the question. Why you popping that bubble gum, writing a chapter on caring for people? You didn't care about Shirley. You didn't even care about your children out here with this foolishness.
Talk about, and I knew he was full of shit because he got his foot on when I said what's going on with the case. Why are you talking about him?
That's right. I just explained the other night. You laying up with this lawyer, thinking you gonna mug him out some information. See, what you really wanted was, you wanted to get in to some areas of Nesto's business that you can't get in. But the lawyer can. Remember, Sonya's running her own private investigation in this. And in a few more seconds, she gonna turn up. It's at that moment right there, in a few minutes, she's gonna really be an attorney. And gonna double down. Watch.
And then the next day, then he told me not to talk to you again about his case. He's ready now. Yeah, he's good there.
I'm going to get the code for that. I'm going to sit down and write eviction.
You gotta have code insurance.
My fault.
You gotta be head of an enterprise.
Let's speed this up a little bit.
I'll look under all her names under obituary.
Yeah, there we go.
You never know what the fuck.
Well, who know her that will go to her house?
No. But anyway, they gave Trump $200,000 off for Rico. Off for Rico. Come on, man.
But that's Trump. What? He went, oh, my fault, Nesto. I like to slip myself. He want to get up off that conversation dealing with Erica. His co-defendant. That's his home girl. Okay. Watch your mouth, Sonya. Watch your mouth.
For real? Well, he shouldn't have been charged from the jump, but they gave a $2,000 bond on his back. Yeah, I thought you could get out on once you indicted, you can get a bond. I also told you couldn't. You can get a bond. He got 18 co-defendants.
Ain't that shit crazy?
Oh, they trying to say that he might get disqualified for presidency. You know, and the thing of it is, you can't unless you get convicted. You can't hurt a person until they're convicted. You can't really illegally, But if that happens, if they disqualify him, if it's Atlanta shit, for his presidency, I'm like, well, matter than that.
Because he has the right to choose him. I mean, the federal, based on spiritual ethics, the federal code. And he does have the right to do it.
I'm trying to figure out why they didn't make it.
That remind me one day, I want to show y'all something. There's a nice little layout where it'll show you how something goes from your circuit court to your district court to your another appellate court. It doesn't quite go the way Nesto just explained it, but I feel it.
So, why did they make it? Okay, don't think it like everybody works the same. So every person in the office looks different. Sometimes you're rich shit, some do.
Okay. Well, anyway.
But don't take it across the board like that. So you got a pay attorney. I swear to God, he asked for something.
You do.
So he works them all. So like it's like this one, he started on this one. And that's the problem. As long as you got a person that's here, that's when you know you got somebody. It don't matter. She got to make it 6:30. She said she was working on it right now. I mean, listen, I had software and I got it. And I was talking to her about, know,
She
people get into this business and not caring about people. And she was like, that's true, you have to care. When you deal with medicine, law, anything that deals with a person's livelihood or health, freedom, you have to genuinely care about people. You can't get not get if that's take on the construction, one thing not give a fuck about. You know, just going and do that.
Please, wait a minute. Wait a minute before you get your 2 o'clock appointment going on. Listen. Disregard what that woman just said. She ain't wrapped too tight. If you're in construction, do your job. Get your measurements right. Get your layers right. Get your compass. Get your square. Get it out there. Get everything right. People gonna be dependent on you to do it right. This fool talking about it. What? Anyway, go ahead.
I just thought about that shit. So I gotta go to the license store every morning. I got 2 o'clock to drop the car off for that car. But I think you have to change because you got narrow in the field. The same freaking tire. That's kind of weird. The same tire got narrow in the going flat. He said never stop going flat every since. But he just told me about that. No, it's not. You have to tell me these things immediately. So. Right, but he's still, you know, I'm trying to get it off. So, you know, I could call something. That was good. That was good. When I could do it, it hadn't been 6 months. You want me to go to court? I'll court you. Jurisdiction on that. I don't have jurisdiction on that case. Yeah, I did tell all about jurisdiction and everything. Why I'm investigating something that didn't happen to come your city. What they so do is when that girl came in there and said, I got, where's your bill? I got a picture. You need to go to Atlanta TV. That's your jurisdiction. You got
ladies, sisters, women, somebody do something to you. I don't give a darn if you're in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, whatever you want to call it. And you need to report it to the Border Patrol, the Navy, municipal, city, county, deputy, state trooper, your uncle, your dad that don't play the radio. Don't be sitting there contemplating over a jurisdiction and where you're at and who's going to pick it up. You just get you some help. This crazy woman.
Cleveland, you got a jurisdiction. You got a lot of places, got a lot of places. A lot of places do not have jurisdiction. They're not the county, they're city. But they can't investigate shit that did not happen in their city. And that's what they should have did. They should have put the why are you, and I'm why are you investigating something first of all? And you can say, well, she's a resident. She's not a resident. His address is
here we go. Here we go. When you look at Shirley Strawberry and you look and you ain't nut up. All right, go ahead.
Under the increase, your address is on there. So I mean, I wrote it down. It's not funny. What's the address? What is that? What?
If you ever want to hear a cross-examination, you're hearing one right now.
That's when you moved in Bakery?
Yeah.
To Joan, right? You're not clear on Joan?
Objection. Hearsay.
That's fine, but that's jurisdiction. It don't matter. You don't need to be because it doesn't matter about the ethics.
All right. Mm-hmm.
So don't talk. That's not going to be,
That's what you ought to man up, man. God, no, what? You know these things are being recorded. And you too scared to just tell her, why don't you shut the up? Shut up. Shut the up. Ah. You're not chumping him. Monkey chumping him. I know you're scared. You're scared. You know?
Exactly.
Exactly. Scared.
You did not listen what's that shit called? What's the 22, right?
She's going back to that's what you do when you cross-examine. You ask the question. You put some fluff in there. And then you come back. Okay, she got it a little bit. My bad, Sonya. My bad. My fault, man. My bad.
You got it, right? What? Yeah. Okay. What was the what? What's that? I'm not going to pretty good. I'm saying your look. So you should. So what? That's fine. I'm going to look over.
It do matter. And you should have been already working on it. Nesto, this August 21st, 2023, a few days before my birthday. Except I'm a Virgo. I'm Mr. Virgo at that. I'm so Virgo. Right? You should have been working on that. Nesto, you should have knew at least by now what you thought you had. You do not. It's off the chain. But let me get back to this cross-examination. My fault.
The sort of delayed that to the person I need. How about that?
Oh.
Okay, let's talk
What
about
is the truth?
what we're talking
I just want to give you the address. But
about. 21 baby, I get free. I want to think.
2021. It's back. All of them. 202-151.
Yeah, 2155. 2155. 2155.
Then Creek. Right?
I feel like I'm going to burn so much.
Shut up. And you scared. And you a chump. And she laughing at you. And she told you she didn't care. And now you feel like you about to burn up in here. I gotta go back to hum this one more time. Maybe that's a little too far. We bring it about right here. Say what now?
65. All of them.
Now let's back up. I want to hear this one whole dialogue one more time. Then I'm gonna get up out of here.
June, right? Y'all still there in June?
I don't think to talk too much now. They put it for your own shit.
That's true.
That's fine, but that's jurisdiction. It don't matter. Look at the thing. You don't need to be legal because it doesn't matter about your address. So don't. That's nothing to be, confrontation.
I'm just.
I know they got you scared all around,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying that right there, exactly. That right there is just your address. You did not live in Washington.
I want to know what did he say that made her say exactly. I'm not going back. One of y'all know, feel free to tell.
What's that shit called? What was that? 22, right?
What?
That's when you was there, so you got arrested, right?
What?
Yeah. Okay. What was the thing for?
What?
What was that? I'm not in front of the computer to get it. I'm sending it to your lawyer so that we can argue.
You should.
So what was it?
You should have been doing it all last week.
That's fine, it don't matter. I'm ready before 1 o'clock tomorrow, don't matter. The sooner the later the better to the person I need. How about that? What is it?
What are you talking
I just want you to give me the address. 2021. 65. All those numbers? 202-151.
Yes, 2155. 2155.
Stand Creek. Right?
I feel like I'm going to burn up and eat all that shit.
Oh, Dent Creek. What was it? Dent Creek what? Right?
Manor.
Look up. Okay.
First of all, I don't know what you can have for.
Because jurisdiction. Because they try to say, well, she was a resident of Roswell. No, she wasn't. She lived in Alpharetta. So I'm just trying to tell you as far as what they may try to say for jurisdiction. First of all, it doesn't matter where you live. It matters where the crime is. But they keep trying to say, oh, well, he lived. No, he didn't live in Roswell. He didn't commit a crime in Roswell. So why is Roswell even investigating anything about this man?
There you go.
So that's my point. So, but if she doesn't have an address, she can't say everything. You understand? Okay. Yeah.
Well, see, all I do is just see this
Oh, y'all be doing that?
They don't let you talk as much.
fine. This is not trial, so that's fine. I know what you're saying.
I'll let you know by the phone. It gets so a lot of shit. I just like to get that close. Like I said, you take you in there, you throw your ass in that, that shit like a revolving door. There's so many people they have to do.
That's because my this personal and
Some folks have a straight up vindictive images for me. Day one.
and
They obviously
what did you live in San Francisco?
I was
2019 or 2020? I think it was in California. Oh, you went to California.
So I'm saying, man, I almost can't take this no more. My man, I just can't. All right. For Nesto to pop off and pop out, let me ask this question to the chat. Is it my voice y'all are having a hard time hearing, or the video itself? If y'all can't hear the video, I'm going to definitely have to dive in. You got to hear this. I don't care if I have to come back and do this all over again. I mean, this woman cross-examined him. Yes, she did. So if somebody else kindly in the chat, no lying, no capping with me, I'm a beginner at this. Beginner at this. I don't mind doing my part. But I can't lie, I'm going to need a little bit of help. Is it me you can't hear, the video, or both of us? And I will work on that on through the night. I'm on my off days. So I will definitely check into that. I'll wait on some type of acknowledgement or something. But other than that, man, this woman is questioning this man like she the prosecutor. Like she the prosecutor. Like she the district attorney herself. And then the man saying one thing, and then she coming back crossing him out. I thought you said, oh my goodness. If that's not a cross-examination, I don't know what one is. Y'all need to look up. Just put in, go to YouTube, put in cross-examination, and then just listen to one. I don't care which one you listen to. And then match that up with what I was trying to display here this evening. But again, if the sound is kind of jacked up and you just really can't make out, I'm going to have to go back into this system, move some things around, turn some things up, turn some things down. I don't know, I'm going to mess with it till it get right. You need to get my perspective of this. I'm just a regular man. Regular man. Not the rapper. I never played football. Basketball was definitely out of the question. Hell, I ain't never even learned how to walk and dribble the ball between my legs as I walk, which I think was pretty cool. Rather than walking and having a conversation. But anyway, Sonya out her everlasting mind, and Nesto is whatever works than that. And I'm talking about this woman. Oh man, oh I hate this man. I hate this audio. Like this woman climbing out.
To the stuff in her head. How about that?
I'm talking about she popping with him now.
they keep putting that same bullshit on.
No, it's not. This is Creek. Dan Creek is on there.
Okay,
Isn't that that's on there?
okay.
That's what. If you look up Shirley Strawberry and you look up all her lawsuits, it's under Dan Creek. Your address is on there.
That's all, man. That's it.
So I mean, I wrote it down. It's not funny. What's the app? His address. From when? When did that went from? What? How did you move into that place?
Okay. 2016. 2019.
That's when you moved in Bay Creek.
Yeah. The 8th.
To June, right? You got put there in June. That's fine, but that's jurisdiction. It don't matter. Well, that's the thing. You don't need to you do this. It doesn't matter about the address. So don't stop. That's nothing to be, you know.
I'm just.
I know they got you scared all around, but I'm just saying that right there, exactly. That right there is just your address. You did not live in wherever Roslyn. What's that shit called? What was that? 22, right? That's when you was there. So you got arrested, right?
What?
Your address is home.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that?
What?
What's that? What am I saying to you? I'm saying to your lawyer, so you can argue.
Okay. You should
So what?
have done it all last week.
That's fine. I'm not going to go one person out. The sooner the later the better, because it's pressing her head. How about that? What is this? I'm not going to get after. 2021. 55? All of them? 2 days to come back?
Yeah, 2155. 2155.
And 3. Right?
Okay, like I'm gonna burn up.
What was it? Next week, what, right?
Manor.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know what you're doing now.
Because they say, well, she was living at the wild there. No, she wasn't. She wasn't out of that. So I'm just trying to tell you, why did it make that sense? First of all, it doesn't matter what he did. It matters what time. But if he's trying to say, oh, well, he lived, no. He didn't live in Roswell. He didn't commit crime in Roswell. So why is Roswell even investigating anything about the thing? So that's my point. So, but she doesn't have an address. She can't say everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Straight.
Yeah.
All I know is that
Oh, probably don't have that.
yeah, but they don't let you talk as much.
That's fine. This is not trial, so that's fine. I know what you're saying.
Go away, don't. I'll let you know about the bond. It's so much that you like to do. Close my phone. So, like I said, when you take you in there, they throw your ass in that, so they go out. That shit like a revolving door. You're so confused. Are you texting or are you emailing?
That's because it's personal. And
Some folks have a shirt up, vindictive energy toward me since day one. And then all these you get.
So when did you live in some place? 2019 or 2020? I think it was in California. All in California before you saw me.
Yeah. I was in California 17, 18, 19. It's on my Instagram. You can see where I was at.
2019 you were in California.
It says you that. Matter of fact, I think I got a video when I first moved in the house. I'll keep it saying.
Happy New Year, everybody. I just want to get ready to wash my hands here. Get myself a pass for the year. I wash my hands. I was sitting right here playing last year. Didn't know how to get to the money. They already know how to get to the money. So I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to wash it away from me. So I'm so bored. So I can show how to really get to money this year.
Like you don't bring no towel.
A lot of people are accomplish themselves. I got to talk myself. I want to give myself a big God. I want to bring that to you. See, one of the people bring talk about one thing to show. Oh, guess what? I got this to pay. Yeah, this to pay. But you got to understand how to get your money. So great deal. So guess what? If you're like me, you understand? Wash your hands. Wash your work away from it. And guess what? You keep around and say, what? Stagnant. You don't say stagnant.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
As I work on the sound, hit that like button, share it, let them know, Kaazon, the K Factor, I'm coming with it. I'm not gonna give up on it.